Welcome. I'm Optimistic Xavier, and I've decided we're going to start doing monthly readings. So I'd love to just draw a few cards to speak about the month of March 2021. So yes, let's go. So just while I'm shuffling and bringing in the energy, I'm setting the intention that this reading is for whoever's guided to watch. Whatever stage in March you decide to watch. And if you watch it later, very interestingly, the universe knows. So even if you watch this in a different month, the universe knows that it's the right timing for you to watch this video and get this reading. So there's a lot of potential. Okay, so I'm Optimistic Xavier. I'm a psychic medium, healer, spiritual coach, and mentor. I love helping people raise their vibration, work out how the universe is there for them, and how you can use energy to your advantage, because everybody's really great at manifesting and bringing in everything they want and what they don't want. So I help teach you where your energy is going and how you can fine-tune it to make sure everything's working for you amazingly. So today is the 3rd of March. I'm a few days late. It's my son's 11th birthday today. So shout out to Cohen, and I'm sure he'll be watching this video too. He's one of my biggest fans, so thank you very much, my love. Let's see what's happening in your birthday month, mate, and what else is going on for everybody else who watches this video. All right, so we might draw a card for each week of March. So I'm just looking at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got like 4.5 weeks. Yeah, all right, so I'll do a card for the rest of this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the very last few days of March, which goes into a bit of the 5th week. So we're going to do 5 cards, all right? Awesome. So, all right, so keeping my feet grounded, I feel like I just need to connect one card for each. We're going to set the intention, and I'm going to draw 5 cards for the different weeks in March, and we'll just see what's coming up for whoever tunes in. Thank you. Beautiful. All right, so I use an energy oracle card deck for those of you that are interested. This is the deck. Definitely give credit to Sanda Anne Taylor. Can you see that in focus? Yeah, Sanda Anne Taylor. Energy oracle cards. So they speak about the energy around a situation. They're great. I use them for specific questions, and I really enjoy working with these cards. All right, so week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. So it's not the shiniest looking energy, I can tell you that, but we'll have a look and I'll explain to you what's coming up, what I'm picking up for the collective, and see what you need to know. All right, so the first week, which has already started, so a couple of days of this week, up until the 7th of March is my intention for week 1. All right, so we got the Envy card, which is interesting. I'll just show you that one. Focus, thank you. Okay, so this card, now I can focus back on me. Okay, this card, she's been, I'm just trying to, yeah, there we go. The energy of this card is, this woman in this card is surrounded by silver and riches, and she has these amazing jewels on the platter. Is doing very well, but still looking out into the gold behind. So I'll just hold it back up so you can have a look at that again, closer to me. So see all the silver, she's rich, she's got a platter of beautiful jewels, but looking at it's like, why don't I have that? All right, so that's a bit of the energy this week. There's a message in there for whoever's watching about trying to focus on what you actually do have and what you're grateful for, because if you're constantly looking out to what you don't have, comparing yourself to others, the Joneses, like, what do the neighbors have, what do they have? With that attitude of that's not fair, then you're attracting lack, and you'll never be quite happy no matter how much money you have anyway. So, if you want to look to people to admire as like, I want to strive to be like them and follow in their footsteps and research what their path is and how they became successful, that's a much healthier way, but not with enviness and jealousy in a negative way, like, oh, that sucks, well, why don't I have that? So just shifting your perspective a little bit to, for this first week. So that means things might be coming up for some of you this week, or it might have already come up in the first week of March, where you feel a little bit of jealousy. So just giving you a bit of a heads up to shift that to have a better energy flowing your way. Okay, so then for the second week, beautiful. So that's from the 8th of March to the 14th of March, the second week. Beautiful. We have Archangel, and I will say his name wrong. I think it's Shamuel. I'm going to go a bit closer so it'll go out of focus a little bit. And there we go. So that's he's like the angel for the solar plexus chakra. So the beautiful yellow energy there. Awesome. So that's the I am chakra. That's who am I as a person? What am I doing with my life? It's just under here, around your stomach, just under your ribs. So that chakra is, who am I? It's also this chakra of joy. It's about doing what brings you joy, making you happy. Who am I as a person? That kind of energy. So thoughts about that will come up in the second week. Focus on, what do I really want to do in my life? Are you doing enough things that bring you joy? Really shifting that energy. Oh, that sun feels beautiful and warm as we're talking about the solar plexus chakra. The lights just come in and it just feels amazing. So it's a great confirmation to do things that make you feel warm and cozy. So when you're reading, pick up on everything that happens during that time. You might hear a certain sound or something like the sun rays just beam in, and that's that beautiful warm fuzzy feeling, that beautiful confirmation I got about the energy for the second week. So something will come up that will make you think, what am I doing? What do I want to do with my life? What's my bucket list? What am I doing every day to help me achieve those things that I really want to do? So yeah, that's a good week to process that. All right, so the third week, yes, is from the 15th of March until the 21st of March, I believe. Excellent. Yep, excellent. So this one is actually the hostilities card. So another one that looks a bit like, ooh, that's a bit angry, but I'll explain this one to you. So just zoom in a little bit. Cool. Okay, so hostilities is like, ready, is guarded, is ready to battle, like ready for whatever's thrown at him. Although his helmet's off is what I'm just drawn to in this card specifically this time. That he's not really prepared. So that's what I'm feeling. So in the third week, hostilities is like, it could be stuff within your own head and your own self that you're battling. You're sort of arguing with yourself a bit, putting yourself down, or you're feeling some negative energy around you. People are throwing stuff at you, things like that. So just giving you a heads up to kind of be prepared for that, maybe be better prepared. But it's not to go at it with an aggressive approach like this one. You can, like with your sword ready for battle, expecting the worst. Yeah, that's what I'm getting actually. That's quite interesting. This one's about, for this week, it's about not expecting that you need to be in defense and fight with everybody just because someone has a different opinion to you. Or, you just don't see eye to eye. It doesn't mean they're your enemy. You can have adult conversations and not have to agree on everything. You can be friends with someone and not have to agree on everything. Okay, so that's the energy of that week. So just, when things come up in that week, that maybe, it feels like mainly it'll be a bit of an energy around people disagreeing with you. You don't have to argue your opinion. Just have an honest conversation about it and look at things from their point of view. But then also expect the same and say, well, okay, well, I listened to you and I really appreciate it if you listen to my perspective. We don't have to agree on every little detail, but I respect that's where you're coming from, and just have just step back and feel into that and see why they might think that way. Yeah, that feels good. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes. They're saying, and if anything doesn't resonate, that's all right. Just see what comes up over the weeks and trust. Take a couple of notes if you listen back to this video and just say, okay, that's that week, that's it. And this keeps it top of mind. Because a lot of times, I know I used to listen to videos like this, and then I'd listen to the reading, and then I just remember the first week, and then that's it. I've forgotten everything else, and I have no idea if any of the stuff is correct or not. So if you want, you can write a couple of things down and then see where it pops up in your life as well. So the fourth week, that's the 22nd of March until the 28th of March. So this card looks a bit sad too. The broken heart. Look at that. All right. So, but this doesn't literally mean it like you're going to get your heart broken or something bad's going to happen. That's not what that's about. It's about, or it can be depending on my question I'm asking, but what I'm being shown for this time. Talk about your heart like it's whole. You know, when something does happen to you, like you hear some bad news or something, a lot of people would say, oh, it breaks my heart. Have you heard that one before? Have you said that one before? So if you say something like that, you're energetically putting this broken heart energy on you, okay? So especially if you do grieve about something, you are feeling a bit low, yeah, say something to your heart like, my heart is whole, or my heart is healthy and whole, or my heart is healing, rather than saying my heart is broken. Okay, because then it's just the issue's going to stay around. You're going to take longer to get over it and feel better. So again, it doesn't mean something bad will happen. It could, like, something might shift and change for you in that 4th week of March up until the 28th. That is the collective energy, but it also can be, this is a week that you do some real beautiful heart healing. It might be a week that you feel drawn to focusing on your heart chakra and making sure any old wounds, anything from the past is all healed and beautiful. So doing like you can look for a meditation, you can just do your own meditation, connect with your heart chakra and just watch it expand and grow. You can imagine your heart as whole and just see if there's anything there that needs to heal. You might, yeah, actually, for some of you, it feels like you're going to be helping others with healing their broken heart. So you might be the shoulder to cry on, or lending an ear and just helping them feel more complete. If anybody's struggling at the moment, that might be something that you'll be able to help them with. So that feels really good. Awesome. Okay, and the last week for this last reading is 3 days. So it's the 29th until the 31st, Wednesday the 31st. It's just like a card for 3 days. So this is a beautiful way to end after like a few ups and downs this week and a bit of processing. We got the Magician and the Mirror, which is really nice. Okay, so this is lovely. See, the energy has got like the water and fire, that balance. This feels like, yeah, all kinds of balance, like masculine and feminine energy, above and below, the two different elements. It's just bringing in the Magician. And the Mirror is just showing you have, yeah, for this time I'm picking up, you have the power to create what you want. Like, it's the reflection, because Magician and the Mirror. So it's like reflecting on, looking at yourself. You can do this actually with a physical mirror and look at yourself in the mirror and just see, you know, resonate with how strong you are, how far you've come, a bit of your own story. So if you're faced with any questions or decisions to make that week, really just take, that's what I'm seeing, is just take a minute to really, don't look outside yourself for the answer. You don't have to go ask somebody's advice or get a reading even, or you know, look to somebody else for the answer. This card is saying you have the power to make your own decisions, and that's a week of, like, a few days of standing in your power and really knowing that you can create anything, just with a balanced approach is what I'm being shown. Yeah. And it's interesting when I'm doing this reading for like the collective energy, because I'm just getting all these different little bits and pieces of what it could mean, because I can see the energy of all the different people that are going to watch this video. So, which I love that. So it's going to mean different things to different people, but that's what's different about doing a reading like this. Something will resonate and make sense to you. So I'm excited for you, and I'd love to know if you want to come back and write in the comments what resonates with you, and like later, if you watch this later at the end of this weekend, does any of that make sense for, you know, when you look in your calendar and think about what happened with you this week, you know, that some of these things could really make sense. So yeah, I'd love to know. Please subscribe if you're liking this reading, and I'll be back here posting more videos about different things, and also doing monthly readings, and I might be adding some more things too very shortly. So thank you very much for watching. Bye.